Hi everyone, it's Priscilla. I'm from Team Tula, and I wanted to hop on here and just give you a quick demonstration on how to adjust our Free to Grow carrier when it arrives in the package. Tomorrow, April 5th, is going to be the release of our first 4 prints for the Free to Grow carrier. And so I thought it'd be a great opportunity for you to see how it's going to arrive in the package and how you might have to adjust it if you have a smaller child. So I have an example here of our Play Free to Grow carrier. So this is how it will essentially be arriving to you in the package, right? It comes with an instruction manual, which of course I misplaced. But the instruction manual is a great asset to take a look at and utilize that for its step-by-step instructions that will be helpful for you to start off using your carrier. So when it arrives, as I said, this is pretty much just pulled out of the package. It's going to come set up for basically a standard size Tula. So if you're not familiar with the Free to Grow carrier, it has a fully adjustable panel. But when you get it, it might look a lot like a standard carrier, so you might not realize that it is actually your Free to Grow carrier. So you'll want to adjust it if you have an older child, or excuse me, a younger child. So if you open it up, it arrives like this, right? And if you are going to start wearing this with a newborn, the weight range is starts off at 7 pounds, so it's 7 to 45 pounds. And you will, first off, you'll be able to notice a couple different features, one of them being the new hood that comes with some reach straps, right? Now the hood now attaches to the corner of each arm strap. This is the inside of the panel. Play is one of our Free to Grow carriers that has the print on all sides of the carrier. But the hood attaches in that way, and so you'll be able to use the hood in both settings. So you're able to use it in both height settings. So let me start off with adjusting it for a newborn. Again, this is starting at 7 pounds and it goes up to 45 pounds. It has 3 width settings. So a wide, which is what it arrives in, middle, and narrow. And then 2 height settings. It goes from tall to short. So if you're going to adjust the height, I just have this on my body so that you can see, but you would want to make these adjustments before you put on the carrier and grab your baby and put them in the carrier. So you're going to pull on these webbing panels right here. So I'm going to pull them fully, or pull each webbing strap fully down. And so what that has done is it's shrunk the panel. So I just did a quick little kind of pull, and that shortened the panel and kind of made this nice and flat so that when you put baby in there, there isn't any kind of bunched up fabric. It's kind of folded in almost like an accordion fold, right? Now to adjust the waist, I'm going to show you that. So the buckle, by the way, is already going to come threaded through this elastic strap. But move that out of the way. To adjust the waist, you have this row of 3 buttons on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and this kind of webbing that serves as a guide and support for the panel. So right now it's at its wide setting, wide, middle, narrow, wide, middle, narrow. So to get it to the narrow setting, I'm unsnapping the snaps, all fully unsnapped, and you're going to just grab the fabric and pull it in, right? And then you're going to secure that so that the snap is going to secure, the farthest snap is going to secure to the narrow setting. You'll hear an audible snap. Again, you just pull it in and it adjusts, right? Sorry, just hard for me to see this. I'll make sure I'm doing that right. Yep. Okay, so now the panel is fully adjusted to the short and the narrow, short and narrow setting that you would essentially be using to wear a small infant or a newborn starting at 7 pounds. Again, as I mentioned, the hood can be used in both settings, so it still functions. It has the addition of a tag on the hood now, so that the tag is kind of always visible. So that's how you adjust the panel. I also mentioned to people when their Tula is new, is that you might have to adjust where your back clip is laying, so that you have that more kind of spread lower on your body. And when before you put on your carrier, or maybe if you have someone around to assist you, you can kind of play with the height level of this chest clip, but it can kind of move up and down for you. And then again, this as well can be can be lengthened if needed, right? I want to point out, because a lot of the demonstrations that I've seen don't mention the middle setting, and that is a great option for a smaller infant who maybe, if you want to compare it to our standard carrier, if you're using the infant insert base, but maybe not the entire structure of the infant insert, this middle setting might be a great option for your child. So, you know, some people have asked, oh, if I don't have a newborn, do I still need the free to grow carrier? Depending on the age of your child, this middle setting might be a great option. So again, I'm just going to unsnap the panel, the width panel settings, and I'm going to secure that first snap to the second snap, the middle setting, and then I'll do a second snap as well. Do it to both sides. See? Okay. And you should see now this is currently at a middle setting for the free to grow width. For that middle setting, you might, depending on the size of your child, or one other thing that I've seen people mention is that if their child likes to ride or be carried in the carrier with their arms out, the middle setting with the short panel, sometimes even the wide setting with the short panel, is a great option for some older children that are still too short for the height of the tall panel. So again, to get the short panel down, you just pull on these, but to then get it back to the tall panel setting, you just can pull up, and now it's back at that tall setting. So this right now is at tall setting with the middle width setting. The height of the free to grow carrier is just a touch taller than the standard. So again, maybe another benefit for a parent who is, or excuse me, a caregiver who's interested in the free to grow carrier but doesn't have a newborn. This is a nice little, change that makes it a slightly different than the toddler, than the standard carrier. At its tallest and widest setting, the free to grow carrier is the size of a standard carrier. So it won't, it's not replacing our toddler carrier. Our toddler carrier will still be our tallest and widest carrier that we offer for older children. That is pretty much it. The weight range, I'm seeing someone kind of ask about that, 7 to 45 pounds, same as their standard carrier. You can use this in 2 positions, a front carry position and a back carry position if your child is already at the middle and wide or wide setting of the width. All that information is included in the instructions that instruction manual that will be coming with the carrier. Price is $159, and it's going to be available tomorrow on our website and through many of our retailers. So if you are interested in finding out what retailers might carry it, check out on our website. We have a find a retailer in your area section, and you can kind of check in with some of your favorite shops and see if they're going to have the carriers. But if you have any questions that I didn't answer, feel free to post them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them today, okay? Great, thanks everyone for watching. Bye.